Welcome everyone to this wonderful mind-blowing series called Speaker X. Speaker X is a series where I interview one of our own course participant, one of our own community members, whether it is online course or Life Excel course, who has implemented the teachings of our courses, and all those teachings have helped them to grow their practices by multifold. Not just that, to grow in every sphere of life. So whatever the speaker shares in this session is an absolute first-hand experience, the real-time experience. Most importantly, all these advices, all this experience sharing is nothing but an $1 million ready-made golden eggs for everybody to implement and take your practice to the next level. So very, very happy to share our speaker X for the day, Dr. Umesh Samarth. So Dr. Umesh, first of all, welcome to Speaker X and good morning. Your first thoughts.
Very good morning, sir. Sir, I am very grateful to you and very thankful to you that you have given this opportunity to be as a speaker X. Actually, since when this speaker is started, since then I was thinking that can I be a one day speaker X? And just 2 days before, Sushmita ma'am called me, and you are a speaker X at this time, and this is the speaker X first session of this 2025. And I was so excited. And again, law of attraction works.
Yes, law of attraction works. Just a coincidence. You are the first speaker X of the new year 2025. Superb. So I just want you to introduce yourself formally so that everybody comes to know who you are, where you practice, how many years you are into practice, and whatever you want to share about yourself.
Sir, myself, Dr. Umesh Samarth, practicing since 2008. It is 17 years of practice at Gadchiroli. It's a district place of Maharashtra. Sir, I born and brought at village in the Gadchiroli district only. It is a 1300 population, and I educated primary education is at my village only, and high school and college at Gadchiroli. And after that, I graduated at Sharpur Dental College, Savangi, Vardha, and I started my practice since 2008. Sir, can I share two sentences about Gadchiroli?
Yes, yes, why not?
Sir, many people don't know about Gadchiroli. It is a district place of Maharashtra, located at the eastmost part of Maharashtra. It is located at the border of Chhattisgarh and Telangana, and 73% of the forest is 73% of land is occupied by the forest, which is the 21% of the Maharashtra whole forest. And maximum community of the Gadchiroli district is belonging to the Adivasi community. And Gadchiroli district is enriched with plenty of minerals, number of rivers, and a lot of forests, sir.
Okay, wonderful. That's nice, actually. That shows that, how much pride you have, in talking about your city. And I'm sure many people already know Gadchiroli, unfortunately, not for so good reason. But imagine, 79% of the land of the Gadchiroli district is forest, and which accounts for 21% of the forest area of entire Maharashtra. And that's
Yes, sir.
possible. Now, see, being a very small district, okay, being a very small city and you coming from a very small village of 1300 people population, okay, and starting your practice in Gadchiroli in 2008, that is not so developed area in Maharashtra. So I'm sure in the 17 years of practice, you had your share of, ups and downs, the roller coaster ride. And what kind of practice you had in the beginning? What kind of challenges you used to face in the beginning? Just share or throw some light on that.
Yes, sir. I started a practice in 2008, and the working chamber was 90 square feet, and waiting area was common with the other physician. And paying capacity was already less, but patients was good, and practice was very good, sir, and it was always growing. And after 6 years, means in 2014, I shifted to the adjacent chamber, having the 200 square feet total area with the 180 square feet working chamber and 100 square feet waiting area in a two-chair practice. And practice was growing again with the two-chair practice. I appointed the consultant and delegation at that time only, and practice was at the high level. And up to 2018, graph was growing up and up. And after 2018, sir, 18 to 22, 2018 to 2022, I saw the stagnancy in the practice. Practice, no doubt, it was at the peak level and it was reached the high top, but it was the stagnant. I saw 2018 to 2022. It was same graph and horizontal graph. As you say, the when there is stagnancy, stagnancy is the sign of declination.
Okay, wonderful. So, guys, those of you who can resonate with it, when you start practicing in the smaller cities or taluka places, smaller towns, the practice, and that too, like he started in 2008, so it's like 15, 20 years back. So at that time, there was hardly any waiting period. So how many of you have seen it? Just type me in the chat box, okay? Your practices used to click very fast. You used to have lots of patients, as I have shared so many times with you that I used to do 30, 40, 50 patients a day. But guess what? The biggest problem is you don't make a lot of money, okay? Because in the smaller places, your charges need to be very less, very decent. Everybody knows everyone kind of scenario. So people do come, people bargain, people don't pay, people show that no, 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 I'm going to pay only this much and that. So all those things happen, and you still need to balance it because as I told you, everybody knows everybody. So it's pretty social kind of practice. So it's not that you are doing social work, but you still have to be lot flexible, okay, with regards to your charges, with regards to entertaining people in and outside your clinic. So it is a completely different life altogether. Of course, that is changing nowadays, but like I still remember like a couple of decades back when this sort of practice used to be there. And of course, even today in the smaller places, the practices are still like that, but not to the extent where it was. Another big difference that has happened in the practices, the waiting time has increased even in the smaller places. Gone are those days, there were very less number of dentists. So you start practicing and your practice used to just flourish. Okay. But nowadays, you still have to struggle even if you practice or start practicing in the smaller places. Very, very important. So, from 90 square feet chamber, his practice area doubled after 5 years, 6 years, and that still became only 200 square feet. Okay. And again, naturally, when your practice area doubles, your practice grows up. Okay. Once the practice goes up, so you start doing even better practice. But there still come a point simply because in that particular practice, okay, with the kind of facilities, whatever best you can provide, and whatever best you can give to the patient in terms of the work quality and in terms of the experience creation, that is always limited. Okay. And that is where the stagnation starts setting in. Okay. Because it's like you just cannot give anything beyond that. It's like, for example, if you go to a regular movie theater where the ticket is 50 rupees. Now you cannot expect the theater to be air conditioner, giving you the reclining seats and all the stuff in 50 rupees. Okay, so this is what happens to the practices as well. So all of you who are, watching this, even if you are watching this on YouTube or whatever, remember this. If you really want a constantly growing practice, one of the most powerful advice I can give you is keep on upgrading yourself all the time in terms of skill sets, in terms of your practice area, in terms of your interior, in terms of experience creation, in terms of soft skills, clinical skills, and whatnot. Okay. Otherwise, this is what happens. So since 2018 till 2022, 4 or 5 years of stagnation, as Dr. Umesh said, a horizontal line. And guess what? The horizontal line is a sign of death. Okay, I'm sure all of you know this, right? So no matter how slow, but it should be vibrating line, not the horizontal line. And I always say this, stagnation is the first phase of decline. You never go down when you actually starts going down. That's just a formality, okay? If you're not going up, eventually you have to go down. And that's the nature's law. Nobody can stop it. So, Dr. Umesh, when did you realize that you should come out of stagnation and how?
Sir, even there was stagnation, but I was in a very comfort zone because I had a good family and a good house, vehicle, and practice is good. So I was in a totally comfort zone. But and after that, I just got a link on WhatsApp about your free webinar for Wealth Excel, sir. But abhi sir, about practice I did not actually did not needed so that I can join anyone, but paise ki baat hai to sir, it was a free webinar for wealth, so I joined that webinar, and after that I enrolled in a live excel through the wealth excel, sir.
Oh, okay. So that's how you came. So it's other way around. लोग नीचे से ऊपर जाते हैं, आप ऊपर से नीचे आए. Okay, that's fine. So yes, and see, there's a very powerful point here. Huh? There's a very nice saying: whatever is meant for you will find you eventually. So Umesh had very good practice, well settled life, and he said he was in the comfort zone. Let me tell you, stagnation puts you in the comfort zone. Okay, so but what he had was probably a lot of money, and all he needed was wealth management. Okay, financial literacy, wealth creation principles, and that's how he joined. He became part of Wealth Excel, that free webinar. And as I was just telling you a while back, that we conduct that 4 days powerful course called Wealth Excel in the month of February and March before the next financial year starts. Okay, so the preview webinar of Wealth Excel is there, and those of you who wish to just join the free preview webinar, if you think you really need financial literacy, you can just take your step forward. So joined Wealth Excel, joined Life Excel through it. What happened after that?
Sir, I was not knowing actually A for finance. Sir, after joining the Wealth Excel, I started the to invest in the share markets and invest in the SIPs. I was not knowing actually this full form of SIP. So, sir, after that, I started to invest in the mutual funds and SIPs. So, I was enjoying that. And gradually, I enrolled in the with Practice Excel and Family Excel and Personal Excel and all that. And same time, I enrolled in the online community also.
Okay, wonderful. So journey started from Wealth Excel. Eventually, you became part of Life Excel, did Practice Excel, Family Excel, Personal Excel, everything. Then became part of the online community. That's fine. The question is, how and when the gears started shifting for your practice?
Yes, sir. After joining the online community and the Practice Excel, I started to incorporate small things, sir. As you say, add just extra to the ordinary, and you will get an extraordinary. Like that, I just incorporated some things in the practice. That receptionist is welcoming the patient with smiling and greeting. Before, never a patient get the tea and coffee in the clinic. So now they are getting tea and coffee in the clinic. Interior has changed in the clinic to some extent. Uh, there was an order in clinic, order yukta clinic. Say, abhi, it was a fragrance clinic with fragrance, and I was never used to wear the apron in the clinic. Now I was I you wear always apron in the clinic, and uniform of the staff is renovated and changed. And even I got the in ExcelCon I got the award for the uniform of the staff. So these changes were done in the clinic, and practice grown up, and even consultant coming to me were appreciating these changes, that you are doing something new and new in the clinic.
Superb. So all small things started, getting implemented. And as you rightly said, I always say this, if you really want extraordinary results in life, you don't have to do anything big or extraordinary. Okay. You just have to add extra to ordinary and it becomes extraordinary. So as you started adding extra to routine, to ordinary. So now when I say ordinary, ordinary doesn't mean ordinary actually. Okay. So it's like whatever you're doing, you just need to add something to it. That's it. And as you keep on filling those colors, you start getting that appreciation. You start getting that appreciation from your patients. You start getting that appreciation from your consultants. You start getting that appreciation from the medical representatives, or the other people who visit your practice. You start getting that appreciation from visitors. And as you start getting that appreciation, you do it even better. You do it even more because you feel happy about it. And that starts giving you the actual results. So this is the virtuous cycle actually. Okay, you keep on adding one good thing, it gives you one good feedback. You keep on adding another good thing, it gives you another good feedback. You get encouraged to do all this, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So
Uh,
how you used to feel after you used to get those kind of feedbacks and implement even more?
Yes, sir. Patients are appreciating each and everything in the clinic, and now practice is purposeful. That in the stagnancy period, it was I was working in the clinic, but it was purposeless. I did not know the why I am working. But now, for whatever I am working, purpose is there. It is
Oh,
purposeful.
super. This is powerful, by the way. Okay, look at the way he has put it. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so like when you are just doing things for the sake of doing it, or when you do things just because there is no other way, or there is nothing else, how else or how differently to do it. Okay, it's like, but if I'm a dentist, I'll have to practice dentistry throughout my life, and that's it. So in that phase of stagnation, in that phase of comfort zone, you get everything. But the point is, what is missing is the purpose. Okay, what is missing is why I should do it. And those of you who have done Life Excel, I talk a lot about why, right? Simply because, bigger the why, easier the how. You need to have the purpose in your life, why you are doing whatever you are doing. And bigger the purpose, trust me, bigger your achievements. Bigger the purpose, bigger the achievements. And that makes your journey even more meaningful. That makes journey even more powerful. That makes your journey even more happier, exciting. Okay. And what's the ultimate thing? When the purpose of your life becomes the life of your purpose, you become unstoppable in your life. I'll come again. Think about this. When the purpose of your life becomes the life of your purpose, you become unstoppable. Okay. So the purposeful practice finally started. Okay. And what happened after that? What kind of results you got in your practice after that?
Sir, it was a magic. And in 2024, I got a all-time high in consecutive 3 months. And it was a very, very unexpected, and it was a magic for me. In the 17 years of practice, I got a continuous consecutive 3 months. It was all-time high, sir.
Oh, this is powerful. Okay. Imagine, like, 17 years of your practice, making an all time high, breaking that record in the next month, breaking that record in the next month. Guys, think about it. How many of us can actually do it for 3 consecutive months? Okay. And that's very, very powerful. Now, don't want your numbers, but if you want to give, how many times your practice went up from that 2018 to 2024. Okay, that means like 22 to 24 to be very practical, but still from that stagnation till the growth. So, what kind of practice growth you have seen in your practice?
Sir, actually, I have seen the growth. Sir, after joining the MDF community, within 1.5 year only, I saw the growth of 60%.
Oh, that is very powerful because you already had a big practice, very well settled practice, and 1.5 years and 60% practice growth above that, making all time highs for 3 consecutive times. Okay. And so, what's
Yes.
the current status of the practice?
Current status of practice is, sir, now I am totally out of comfort zone, and I am doing the purposeful practice. And sir, I am writing the goals since September 2023 to get a 4 year practice. And yeah, and till December, it was the goal till December 24. and is in first week of January 25, I got a space 2700 square feet area.
2,700 square feet.
2700 square foot. I purchased the empty plot, sir.
Wow. Look at that, guys. From 200 square feet practice to 2,700 square feet practice in making now. Okay. And that's absolute mind boggling, isn't it? So, wow. And I'll guess what? In 2,700 square feet, forget about just four chairs. You can do everything. And I'm sure you will make it happen. Okay. So, so how are the plans of expansion now with your 2,700 square feet plot?
Yes, sir. As you say, often that progress has nothing to do with speed. What matters is the direction. So
Super.
it was a purpose that I have to expand my practice and to maintain my brand. So, sir,
Oh,
in future it will be a big clinic definitely with multiple chambers and multiple value addition and each and everything facility to the patients and complimentary foot massager and pantry, coffee area, cafeteria, and all each and everything, sir.
superb, superb. And you know, the happiness on your face shows how excited you are with, you know, your this so-called new and life. Okay. And how much you are enjoying, how much, you know, satisfied and fulfilling and accomplished you are feeling at this moment. And this is awesome. Okay. So somebody who started with like 90 square feet practice eventually, went up to like 200 square feet. And as Siddharth says, Gadchiroli is going to be lucky soon. Yes, yes. Because I'll tell you what, guys, I always say this. Whenever you do, you know, good things in your life, in your practice, okay, I always say this, right? You do good things to grow your practice. That's fine. Okay. At the same time, you know what happens? You land up percolating, you land up spreading that goodness to your patients, to your team. Now, when you do that, you actually land up, you know, spreading that happiness, that goodness in the society as well. And guess what? Society needs people like us to spread the goodness. There's a lot of evil already there in the society. Okay. So as somebody said, no, Gadchiroli is going to be, yes, Siddharth said, Gadchiroli is going to be luckier, 100%, because the kind of practice that he's going to, you know, build as a benchmark in that, you know, like Gadchiroli district in Vidarbha, okay, it's actually going to be a different level altogether. So definitely the people will be the beneficiary, you know, the team will be the beneficiary, and what you give always comes back to you, and that's going to come back to you in the multifold for sure. So what are those, like, you know, if I ask you contextually, like three bullet points which you implemented from whatever learnings from Life Excel or the online course, and that actually changed the game for you, so what will you give that credit to?
Sir, first thing would like to say that be in the environment to be in the action mode.
Super.
And second is be out of the comfort zone. And third one, I will say, पहले दुकान फिर मकान.
Powerful. Okay. So extremely powerful, guys. So simple yet so profound. Think about it. Be in the right environment of growth. I always say this, your environment is more powerful than your willpower. Okay. No matter how strong person you are internally, you still need that push. You still need those people around who encourage you, who are happier with your growth, who give you that kick. Boss, there is a lot which is there in store from your side to be given to this world. Okay. So be in the right environment. Very, very important. Okay. Then what was the second thing you said?
Be out of comfort zone.
Be out of the comfort zone, because success is a journey that begins outside the comfort zone. In the comfort zone, the thing will be, you will be happy, you will be stagnant, you will be content. But beyond a point, that becomes your enemy actually. Okay. If you are in the comfort zone, that becomes your enemy. So beyond a point, the comfort zone is a good place to be for some time. But you know, you should have the habit of pulling yourself out of the comfort zone, taking that one more leap, and then maybe going back to comfort zone again for some rest. Okay. And then again, pulling yourself out the comfort zone and keep on doing this throughout your life. And what was the third thing?
पहले दुकान फिर मकान.
Superb. Okay. I always say this right from Wealth Excel to Practice Excel to the online community. Always remember, if you have to take two loans, a home loan and a business loan for your clinic or an equipment loan for your clinic, always takes that, always take that first loan for your clinic in whichever way. You want to buy the scanner, you want to buy CBCT, you want to buy OPG, you want to buy laser, you want to buy implant, you want to do the course, take that first. Because it's always your practice that will give you a wonderful life. There are a lot of people who make this mistake of building that, so-called superb house, okay, just to satisfy their own ego because they want to show it to the world. It just doesn't work like that. Guys, that house is not going to give you that extra money. Okay. Always remember, pehle dukaan, fir makan. Okay. Your workplace will give you that beautiful house, maybe even bigger, that bigger house, bigger car, but it's never the other way around. Okay. It's never the other way around. Superb. Extremely powerful 3 points. Be in the right environment, be outside your comfort zone, and always take good loans over the bad loans. Okay. So if you have to take that bad loan, first take the good loan. Okay, make a lot of money and then take the bad loan. Probably you won't even need that bad loan, okay, in your life. Superb. So, Dr. Umesh, as we, before we conclude this very, very powerful, speaker X session, what would be your parting thoughts or parting message to everybody who is listening to you today?
Sir, I will advise and suggest to all participants that if they are on only on the online community and MDA, they must join Life Excel. Or if they are only on the Life Excel, and they must join MDF community, because two platforms are totally different and they are correlated to each other and run together.
Oh, superb. So I didn't expect that. Okay. But as you frankly and correctly said, it came from inside. Okay. Both are so powerful, so profound. I don't need to talk more about it. Actually, those of you who are part of both the journeys, okay, those of you who are diamond members and life excelites, different context, even if it's the overlapping content, it just doesn't matter at all, because the moment the context is different, your results are different. It's so powerful. And you need that follow-up mechanism. Even if you're a life excellite, you get that follow-up mechanism in the online community. And even if you are a part of online community, you need a lot more to work on yourself on all four pillars of your life. Okay, because life is not just about practicing. So very, very important. And superb. So, Dr. Umesh, congratulations once again for your achievements, your and your future plans. All the best to you. Everybody, just type MPTY. More power to you once again for Dr. Umesh Samarth.
Thank you,
And
sir.
yes, thank you so much for being here, for
Yes.
being the first speaker X of the new year 2025. And I'm so happy to see you grow. And as I always say, and I would like to say this, picture abhi baki hai mere dost. Okay, this is just the beginning. 2 years of association, and there is a lot that's going to happen in the future for you. All the best to you. And this is Dr. Sujit Pardeshi signing off from the speaker